On the last edition of Media Buzz, we had a bit of a conversation about the alt-right or alternative right. And this comes up for two reasons. One is that Donald Trump has hired as his campaign CEO Steve Bannon, who was or is on leave as the chairman of Breitbart. And Bannon himself has said that the site is the champion or has been the voice for the alt-right. Second reason is that Hillary Clinton gave a speech, and she brought this up, and she painted Donald Trump as the hero of those on the alt-right, which in her view, by her definition, would include white supremacists, people who call themselves white nationalists, anti-Semites, anti-Muslims, and so forth. So it's very much part of the political discourse. And what I have said is, look, it's certainly fair game to go after Trump for hiring Steve Bannon, to go after Breitbart as being rabid supporters or very vigorous supporters, to use a more neutral word, of the Trump candidacy. But at the same time, I don't feel that Donald Trump should be held responsible for every white supremacist or nutjob or extremist on the right fringe who supports him, and that includes David Duke. And I don't think that Hillary Clinton should be responsible for the Grand Dragon of the KKK, I didn't know that title still existed, coming out and offering her support, or the father of the Orlando mass killer showing up at one of her rallies. So I'm perfectly consistent on this. If you have somebody as a surrogate who appears at your rallies, who helps you raise money, then it's fair. If it's just some whack job who wants to get, 10 seconds of national publicity by inserting himself or herself into the presidential campaign, I don't think it's fair for those of us in the media to say, aha, how is the candidate going to react to this? Unless we do it equally to both sides. I don't think we should do it to any side. So, of course, the alt-right has become part of the campaign because of the hiring of the official from Breitbart and because of the Hillary Clinton speech. My question is that fair? So, long-winded way to say I got an email from Darvio Morrow. I'm no fan of either candidate, but the Washington Times reporter engaged in impressive spin. Hillary did not call all of Trump's supporters racist. She specifically referred to the alt-right, which is the thing. I saw how the reporter tried to say, what about Hillary's alt-left supporters? That's not a thing. The alt-right is real. Well, this was Kelly Riddell, who's not a reporter. She is the deputy opinion editor of the Washington Times. And leaving aside these labels, alt-right or alt-left, I think the point she was trying to make is, should we hold Hillary Clinton responsible for every Black Lives Matter person or Klan person who happens to side with her, and should we apply the same standard to Donald Trump? That is my view here, but boy, this is touching a hot button. The Breitbart stuff is fair game. When you hire the guy from Breitbart to run your campaign, that is fair game. But to then cast a wider net, I just think we have to be awfully careful in how we report and analyze this subject.